All right, so let's go back a little bit, man. Earlier this year, you got to pick up your first official UFC win, a big moment in anybody's career. I mean, what did that night mean to you?
That was amazing. I mean, we've had a lot of victories, nothing like that though. UFC is something different, obviously, and I was super excited about it, especially on that card. And while I didn't get the finish, I did get that hard-earned decision, and I'm happy with my performance. I think I could do better though.
Nice. Meanwhile, then the world changes a couple months later, right? Now we're doing all this. So give me an idea, man. I'm sure you were ready to start kind of like building on that momentum and getting the career going, and then training changes, fights change, everything. What's it been like for you in the meantime?
I definitely wanted to get another fight in. In 2020, I was planning on getting a few more fights in. Our gym closed down, so it was kind of tough to find a training schedule there. I was at home training with my brother. And it was good. We were putting in that work, but it doesn't really compare to that that work that we get at Strong Style. Luckily, we opened back up. I know some gyms didn't, and we're lucky enough to have opened back up. And we got training with Stipe because his fight was leading up to it. It was leading up to his fight, so we had to help him out with that camp. Me and my teammate who was fighting on the card as well, Jeff Hughes. So we got to train with him during that camp, and then our camp led right after his fight. So we got kind of two camps back to back, so we're beyond prepared for this one.
That's awesome. What's it like being in camp with him when he's getting ready for a high-level fight like that? I mean, is it some kind of like inspiration for you, or what's it like?
It's tough, we just want to give him a good look. And honestly, I think we gave him the best look possible, me and Jeff Hughes both. And the experience you get from him, is absolutely like unmatchable. It's uncomparable to like anything else. So, going in with him, not only was I helping him get ready, but he was actually helping me get ready as well. We were running swimming, conditioning, 2-day workouts, sparring 3 times a week. So while it was tough, it definitely paid off, and I think, for both of our sakes, got us ready for what's up, what's in store now.
Yeah, I know you couldn't have predicted the way things have played out, but I mean, I think about it, wasn't that long ago you were fighting to get in the UFC, right? Now you're in Abu Dhabi and Fight Island and whatever. I mean, what's this like for you, man? I mean, I know you already had your UFC debut, but does this feel like kind of a special moment as well? You're halfway around the world.
Definitely crazy. At first, I thought the fight was going to be held in Vegas, and then from people that weren't even like my coaches, I was hearing like Abu Dhabi, and here we are. I never thought I knew the fight game was going to get me to real interesting places. I never thought the fight game would take me across the world, and I never thought that I would visit a place like this, but it's an amazing experience, and I'm super grateful for it.
I know we won't have fans in the building, but I mean, you went from an insanely big card in your debut to this is an insanely big card, right? I mean, the environment's gonna be different, but what's it like for you? I mean, you're not on some random fight night. You're on like huge pay-per-view blockbusters.
So the Contender Series was a little similar to what we got here. While there were people there, I think it was a little more empty. So I think the Contender Series that I had it's comparable to this. So I think it's good that I have that under my belt, because now the quarantine fight won't be as weird to me, I guess, without fans being in the stands. Definitely coming from the Conor McGregor card is going to be different. There's T-Mobile Arena is huge, so coming from that, it's going to be weird. But I think the experience I had on the Contender Series is going to be a good way to look at this.
No doubt. Talk to me about William Knight, and obviously another contender guy. I mean, did you watch it? Like, were you aware of him? I mean, did you kind of know about his game, or did you just have to study once you got the matchup?
I saw. Sometimes I miss the Tuesday night Contender Series just because I'm training, and it kind of just doesn't line up with my schedule to watch him. I heard about it. I saw him finish his opponent. He's solid. He's big. He's strong. Everybody in the light heavyweight division is going to be big and strong. So a lot of people are, telling me, hey, he's big. I'm like, everybody's big, man. Like, hey, he's strong. Everybody's strong. So, going into this, we're just training how we usually train. And, luckily we have big, strong people in the gym. So, I respect him for taking the fight on, a short notice like that. And, he's jumping from one fight to another, especially here in Abu Dhabi. I respect it. I think I would do the same thing. He's a tough dude, but I think we got a good game plan set up, and we're planning on going in and get the victory.
He's big and strong, but he's not Stipe, is basically what you're saying.
Yeah, all right, yeah, exactly,
All right, last thing for me. Give me an idea, man. What is the goal here? I mean, like you said, you would have liked to have a few more fights in by now, but whatever. But, I mean, you are still so early in your career, right? I mean, you're going to be still learning at the highest level of the game. So what's the goal in here, man? I mean, are you trying to come in and shock the world and say, hey, I'm this title contender you need to pay attention to. I'm Hamza Chimaev or whatever, or are you just trying to, hey, let me get my my feet wet a little bit and build my confidence?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not necessarily a true believer in like quantity. While I do want quantity, I do want quality fights. So I think like, while I didn't get to fight as much in 2020, I think it may like play in my favor because I am on a good card. People will be watching. The light heavyweight division is on, the light heavyweight belt is on the line. So I think people will be watching for light heavyweights. So I think it kind of everything lines up, and I'm just going in there planning on enjoying myself a little more. I was a little more tense, a little more, had some jitters the first time around. I can't, speak for my, how I'm going to feel leading into the fight, but I plan on going in, being a little more loose, a little more, experimental, and, showing people what I'm actually capable of.
And at this point in your career, unranked in this division, is it more important to get on big cards, knowing that you might not get these top 15 fighters just yet?
I'm not necessarily looking to get on any like huge cards. The way it's lined up, it's kind of looked like I kind of just fell into the right place at the right time. Conor McGregor card came around, I was put on that. I was like, wow, it caught me by surprise. And then Adesanya versus Costa and caught me off guard again, in Abu Dhabi nonetheless. So I'm not looking to be on the cards. I'm completely fine with being on any small cards as well. I don't think it really makes a difference, but it doesn't hurt being on these big cards that everybody's watching.
Do you think these big cards will, after a while, you'll be more seasoned than your record would show, knowing you've gone through all this so early?
I think I don't think the fight cards that will speak for it. I think the fights themselves will speak for it. So as long as I'm coming in and proving what I got and just showing how well-rounded I am, I think that's going to be what people are going to be looking at.
Who do you like in the 2 title fights at the top of the card?
Jan has that European blood. I got that European blood in my veins as well. So, I understand when he says like Polish power because, Serbian power is a thing as well. So, I like him for that. But Reyes is, well-rounded. They're both really good fighters. I can't really choose between the two. I'm a terrible predictor when it comes to fights because, the way I look at it is if you're going into the fight, I got respect for you, whether, you're coming in if the other guy is better or not, But these dudes, I truly believe that, they're matched level-wise perfectly, and it's going to be, it's going to be a barn burner, and I can't wait to see it.
How about the main event?
I don't know, man. I mean, Adesanya has that precision.
Sure.
And then Costa has that power. They're going to play together like peanut butter and jelly, so it's going to be a good one to watch. But I can't choose because I like them both. And, I like Jan and I like Reyes as well. I like all those fighters, so I can't really choose between the two. I'm hoping for great fights, and I know that's exactly what's going to come of it.